Welcome back to Spotlight. The debates are coming up, National High School debates coming up, starting Monday, January 30th, at the Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium at 6 p.m. We need to be there to hear these young people really put on some excellent debates. The moot on Monday is going to be Gay Marriage Harms the Institution of Traditional Marriage. And you have the proposition is Brigada Flax Education Center, and the opposition is St. George's Secondary School, two of the outstanding debating high schools that we have in the territory. So we all really need to come out and check it out. I have with me two former champions from the Brigada Flax Education Center debating team, Joanna Gibson and Khadija Roberts. Welcome to Spotlight. It's good to have you. And we're going to give a little taste of how brilliant these young people are. They're just going to give us a proposition and an opposition statement for the moot. Female victims of underage teenage pregnancy, regardless of age, must be allowed to return to school. That was a moot that I think was debated a couple of years ago. Yeah. So you guys are graduated and gone on to bigger and brighter things.
Yes.
What are you doing? What are you doing now?
I am studying English at HLSCC.
And I'm studying Human Services at HLSCC.
Oh, that's great. And so when you are going to finish HLSCC?
I am graduating this June.
Wow.
Yes. I'll be graduating next year, June.
Okay, so you are going to go on to 4-year colleges?
Yes, hopefully.
Okay. How has the debating team helped with your schoolwork, your confidence, getting you through your career path?
I actually just applied to universities in the UK, and I got to mention my debating time here in my applications, and I think that's a plus. Yeah.
So they are showing you much respect.
Yes, I got in.
You got accepted. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yes.
And what about you, Khadija?
Well, overall, at college, we have times when we have to do presentations in class and stuff. So the experience that we got from the debates and stuff helped us to actually gain confidence and be able to address our classmates normal, and we feel comfortable because we have that experience of public speaking already.
Yes. So y'all just look relaxed. Y'all even familiar with television. Like you're comfortable with just being out front.
Yeah.
What does it take to prepare for a debate? How grueling and difficult that is, the preparation?
Oh my gosh. It was havoc.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was every afternoon practicing, making sure that you said everything right, making sure that your enunciation and your pronunciation was on point, and our teachers used to drill us with making sure it was perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. And then you had to you went on the computer and in the library. I mean, how did you get the information to support your claims and your mood?
Most times after school, we would do the research
with our teachers.
Yeah.
Mostly on computers, on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you know what to look for? You got guidance?
Yeah, from our teachers, Miss Evelyn, Miss Fenty.
So they had to go through the whole process of logic, and I mean, how did that work to tell you, well, you need to make this point. You're going to have to anticipate this point that they're going to make so that you can rebut it. And that's some kind of process that you go through in debating.
I think it's a lot of foreshadow, knowing what the proposition has on their side and using it against them, like a battle plan. Okay.
Cool. All right, so y'all going to give us, I know y'all have to go to Virgin Gorda, and so we have a little bit of time, but I wanted you to come by because I want the audience to know the work that you put in and the brilliance of your presentation. Because I'm sure you will agree with me that the support that you should be getting for your debates, you don't usually get that support, right?
Unfortunately not. And we bring some great debates and some great points. I think all the schools do well.
Well thought out, well delivered, well presented, and sometimes to mostly an empty auditorium.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But one day it'll be better.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
that's painful, right? That would be painful to me. Yeah. So we're gonna go. We're gonna hit it, right? We're gonna do a brief presentation of the proposition and opposition for the moot female victims of underage teenage pregnancy, regardless of age, must be allowed to return to school.
Okay.
Okay, so the proposition will go first as usually.
No, well, tonight we have it a little different. We have the opposition going first, and then the proposition going
rebuts.
first.
Oh, okay. So this is like the end.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Mr. Moderator, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to present a reason why female victims of underage teenage pregnancy, regardless of age, must not be allowed to return to school. Allowing female victims of underage pregnancy to return to this regular school setting will only serve to glamorize teen pregnancy. Ladies and gentlemen, this point is well illustrated in the Lifetime movie, The Pregnancy Pact, which is based on actual events. In the movie, 17 girls at Gloucester High School are expecting babies. 16 of those girls confessed to making a pact to get pregnant and raise their babies together. They were influenced to do so because they imagined, Mr. Moderator, that parenting is about joy, love, and the warm embrace of an infant. However, they never imagined a world of spit-ups, empty bank accounts, dirty floors, midnight diaper runs, and 3 a.m. feedings. Parents, do you want to glorify motherhood and make it sound so wonderful that your daughters rush to get pregnant immediately? This, ladies and gentlemen, is what would happen if these underage girls are allowed to return to a regular school setting.
This opposition.
Mr. Moderator, ladies and gentlemen, we on the proposition stand unshaken in our commitment to view that female victims of underage teenage pregnancy, regardless of age, must, and I repeat, must be allowed to return to school. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposition have failed miserably in their attempts to persuade us otherwise. I'll show you how ridiculous their arguments were. The seconder of the opposition said that if pregnant teens are allowed back into the regular school setting, it will only serve to glamorize teenage pregnancy. Well, are you kidding me? These kids now have to juggle their time between schoolwork, homework, and caring for their babies. There can be absolutely no excitement there. What we believe, however, is that these teens could be encouraged to tell the other students about their struggles and the difficulties they have experienced and are experiencing, with an aim to discourage sexual activity among teens at an early age and have them focus more on their schoolwork and waiting until they are adults and hopefully wiser.
Well, there you have it. That's just a taste of what the students are going to put down on the 30th of January. That's on next Monday at Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium. It's going to be interesting, and as you have heard, they make their arguments very clearly. They do their research, and these are topics that are topical topics that we need to really pay attention to. So I'm going to let you all go because I know you got to catch the boat.
Right.
But it was a real pleasure having you, and thanks for taking the time out to come by and share that with us so that we could get a full auditorium. We go in for a full auditorium. You guys are gone. You're not going to have the benefit of it, but thanks for coming by and helping to get the other students that's following you to have good audiences to show their brilliance too.
All right.
All the best in your career. All the best in your career paths.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
We're going to take a break and we're going to come back with more Spotlight right after this.
Spotlight is brought to you by Tortola Concrete Limited and CTL Home Center, the best products for the lowest prices, period.